Alright, did anyone die? Did anyone get stuck again? Doesn't look like. And in fact, long half there. Enjoying some drink. Where are you getting that juice drink though? I do not know. In your snazzy suit. Very, very dapper looking indeed. On that point, does anyone not have a snazzy suit anymore? Because we've been slowly giving them out. There may be someone who doesn't have one. Yes, actually there are 3 people who don't have them. And where's the next one? The Force. And there. There we go. Oh, the snazzy suits. Yes, yes, I'm back. I'm back with some coffee. Particularly strong coffee, actually. It being, 5:15 in the morning for me. Right, okay. Got a little bit of stress, and it's going to be Manu. Why? Why are you stressed, Manu? Soggy feet. Why is that? Oh, yeah, because the wee that was stuck in the suit got out. Yeah. Quickly mop that up, peeps. Let's get rid of that soggy feet. Dear me. There we go. All is well. It's temperature in here. It's slowly climbing. I can eke out a little bit. At 150 degrees, I'll be able to kickstart a decent dump of temperature from that if I need to. Right. Let's start getting that all sealed in. Then we'll start running the regolith down there. Right. Everything's sorted there. We are doing a little bit of work down here as well. Very much appreciate. And at this point we can pop the steel down there as well. There we go. I'm a little bit concerned about this. I'm not going to lie. Hopefully that never solidifies into a solid block, but can't really control it if it does. Right, at this point, let's turn that off. Don't need any more sweep commands around this area. I think we're sorted. Instead, we can turn on the sweep commands at the very top. All the way up here. And I'll pop that back on it too, just so that people will take stuff to where it's most needed. And then get this place swept out. Had to check. I had to check, because knowing my luck, it wouldn't be a pure vacuum anymore, and I would cry. Oh, taking the copper... Oh, I guess they are going to be taking the copper away, really, aren't they? Yeah. There we go. Quite a lot of granite there. Alright, well, they can move that where they need it to, I suppose. Where are you off to? Oh, is this made of granite? No, it's made of igneous rock. Crystalline, thank you very much for the 3 gift subs there. That's incredibly kind of you. Thank you. It's very, very kind of you. If you run the polluted water from the bathroom sinks through the water sieve, you can use it in the hydroponic farms without too much worry of food poisoning. Yeah, you can, as far as I'm aware. The food won't have food poison. Like, the food poisoning germs will be on the hydroponic basin, not the plant, and it won't be transferred to the produce of the plant. But I always kind of assume that it will, when I have the luxury of being able to play by those kind of home rules. There are mods that will make it absolutely do that, though. Ionic Colony. Stress is only at 45%. This isn't too bad. Aavak's Ionic Colony. Stress is at 3%. What is this madness? Show me the problem. Yeah, Shackle Dracon is more. My colony typically runs at a 0%, at a 0 stress, because I'll be perfectly honest, we've got such a nice time here. There shouldn't ever be a reason for them to have stress. It's a very good indicator that something drastically bad has started to happen. Also, no, I'm not going to take you just to stick you into the chamber over there. No. What else we got down here? Okay, we're starting to creep down a little bit further. All right, let's take this all the way. And then from this point out, start... we'll take it as far down as that, I think. Want to start coring this place if we can. Oh, damn it. I hate it when that happens. Ah! Actually, I'm still being really finicky about not deleting the oxalite. We don't need to worry about it, but I still do. Oh, I hate... Why? This will give us a little bit of extra coal as well. Not that I really want my coal generators running right now. Every single time we're in the same place. Clearly my wrist is favouring one side. There we go. There we are. That's going to give him a bit of time to work on that. Look at the tiny slickster. These little ear tufts. I think setting up a slickster ranch would actually be a good move. Just for the... I mean, we've got stupid amounts of CO2. Why not? They could happily add to our... the oil production for us. And on top of that, if we get it hot enough, then they'll start giving us petroleum instead of oil. CO2 straight into petroleum is kind of bonkers good. That is full bore cheat mode. Yeah, these batteries are constantly releasing just a little bit of heat into that area. So honestly, it was a good idea for us to set that up, in my opinion. 3.7 cycles until that's all shut down. Makes me a bit sad. On the plus side, though, seems like we've got this area swept. So let's start upping the build priority on these. And at long last, oh, so long last, it's time for us to start adding in tiles. Now, diamond window tiles would be quite conductive, and metal tiles would be quite conductive. Now, these are only going to have 100... Oh, how much is it? I assume 100 kilos? Well, no, it wouldn't be kilos, would it? Oh, I guess it would be. But what do you think? Window tiles going through at certain locations? In fact, this whole location over here could be a window tile with a diamond. There we are, so I can see that. Same down here. I can't put it there, though. So maybe same over here, I guess. I could have it in bands, but I'd rather not have it in bands. We're going to have an alternated checkerboard of metal tile and window tiles. Ah, church grate, indeed. What's the thing we're trying to make in this room? Air cooler. So we're going to have hot regolith entering in here, producing steam. And then when it's below the temperature that it's useful for producing steam in this room, it's going to be shunted off into this room, where it's going to drop the remainder of the heat and then just be dumped out. And it'll be fit for the rest of the base then. Though on that note, let me just do one final check that everything is working. Hot regolith enters. Has to go in this direction. Sheds all of its heat into this room. Gets down here. Checks if it's below 130 degrees. If it is, or whatever I set this to. If it is, it gets outed into this room. If it isn't, it goes back through and carries on shedding its heat. If it comes down here, first thing it does, goes around this side. By this point, it checks if it's below 20 degrees. If it's not, it carries on going through. until such a time as it is, then it gets dumped out into the rest of the base to be picked up and done something with. That all looks okay. What about the piping? All I need to do is hook this up to water. And this is going to start filling with water again. I'm going to say... You know what? I'm going to say 250 kilos. I'm going to allow quite a lot of water to sit in this room for when that regolith comes in. Well, Twitch has decided that I must no longer watch. Alas, I guess I'll see the VODs. Thanks for all of the awesome content, Aavak. You brighten so many of my days, and I really appreciate it. Oh, thanks, Curse Blight. That's just a wonderful thing for you to say. Diolch yn fawr, mate. Alright, I gotta take my dog for a walk, and then go to bed. You'll have a good night. Take care, Marissa. Thanks for dropping by. Why is that not connected? Well, there we go. And there we go. People can just come and go now. Should they decide to? Whomp. Oh, happiest of days. Right, let's have a look at these window tiles then. Properties. Specific capacity, 0.5. Thermal conductivity, 80. Melting point, extremely high. Not a problem for us. I approve. Now, I just want to quickly have a look at how this is going to lay out. You know what? It probably doesn't matter one way or the other. It is going to take me longer to build, though, if I'm going to be doing it that way. But it's worth it, in my opinion. Temperature in there is quite a low 20 degrees. I approve. And that's without any cooling, just because these haven't been running all the time. Getting a little bit more. See, this is the nice part, is because the auto sweepers automatically load these things. As long as we've got enough petroleum moving through the system, they recharge fairly quickly. And it's in order of heat as well. So the one that is going to be able to give me the most heat, because that's what I want from the system, is going to be the one that activates first. That is quite nice. The average temperature in here now is 136. Sorry, in the container. Yeah, this is going well. This will probably be able to get up to the point where all of these engage again soon. Really, come on now, peeps. Chop, chop. I may go ahead and give them very high priorities for this, because I really would like this whole system sorted out. I will be using copper in this room, simply because we're going to have so much of it. In fact, I can go ahead and place the copper tiles on the bottom. That's not going to be an issue for me. And it looks like we're going to have a window there, I guess. Alternatively, I could have a 3x3 window on that side. That might actually not be a bad idea. Yes, that's going to be visible, but that's fine. Ultimately, I don't mind. And we'll add that all the way through here as well. Yeah, I think this is actually going to look quite nice. My mind is spinning at the complexity in that room. It gives me a headache just looking at it. And I love it. I approve of the sentiment there, though I do hope it isn't actually giving you a headache. But I very much approve of the sentiment. There we go. Now the metal tiles are going to be very quick to do, but diamond takes a lot longer to bring along, unfortunately. Building with his mind. How marvellous. Mind building. This is going to allow us to see quite a lot of the flow, just for the sake of watching it. Which I think is going to be quite nice. Why interspersing metal and window tiles? Just to make it look awesome? Yes, absolutely. Just to make it look awesome. The window tiles are far less capable of moving heat around. Oh, actually no. The window tiles are better. Well, mind you, the window tiles are made of diamond, and this is made of copper. What did I expect? But no, I just like the way it looks, honestly. How much diamond do I have left? Oh, I've got plenty left. Got plenty left. So, what's the regolith mineral thingy for? Regolith, well, it's just a renewable source of extreme heat, as you can see. Asteroids, meteorites deposit this on the surface of the asteroid. Meteorites deposit it, rather. But it's also used as a food source, and is itself a filtration medium. But it's used as a food source for my shovels. So I get to feed my critters as well. A wonderful resource of wonderfulness. Honestly, the regolith is just going to be used to... Well, it's not only regolith that's going to be brought in here. Anything that's deposited out there, because the meteorites will deposit gold, metals, all of the metals. Some of them will be deposited as ore. Some of them will be deposited as refined. There's all sorts of stuff that'll come from out there. But I want to pump all of that through the system to, you know, drink up its heat and use it to generate me some power. Shackle Draconis, wait, if we're filling the whole thing with window tiles, did we even need to remove the gas in the first place? I'm going to be honest, I was under the impression that this, right there, would block things being built on top of it. Which is silly, because I know it didn't, because I had it built like that. But yeah, and the knowledge that there would have been gas on the far side, just trapped there, doing nothing forever. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Was it dumb? Yeah. Would I do it again? Yeah. I'm nothing if not consistent in my weirdness. Now, once that's set up and we start it going, the next project that we're going to be working on tonight will be the industrious bomb. Following that, I think it will be time, at long last, to upgrade this and build a better one. Maybe we won't simply have a new one and have a whole new 12 dupes. I might just rebuild this, but in a better design, but expand it so it can accommodate more duplicants. That's my thought, anyway. Also, I'd like to get some larger scale ranching of certain critters going. So I've got a couple of projects for tonight's festivities. Oh, no, that's the wrong place. Vacuums suck. My goodness. Now, at this point, this system would completely work. So, I'm kind of tempted to just set the system up and get it going. The issue here is that I am going to need some airflow to cool this location. Because I'm fairly certain this generates heat. Yeah, it does. So I need somewhere where I can add the regolith to cycle it through the system. And there is a certain degree of scallywaggery in what I'm about to do. Not going to lie. We're going to deconstruct the means for them to get food delivered to them. We'll have on the flip side, you know, ultimately it's going to be a problem for me because I'm going to create duplicate labor, but it's scallywaggy because they're going to see the food there and they're just not going to be able to get to it, and then the food is going to be gone. I feel bad. Don't think that I don't. I do. I feel bad. I'm just not going to stop. Which is, in a sense, worse. Really, when you think about it. I'm not using any mods like that. The only mods I have are quality of life. Do I even actually have any of them active? I don't know. Yes, I do. I've got a mod that shows the area of effect of a building when I'm placing it. Let me demonstrate. Oh, no, that's a terrible idea. This one. So you can see the area that it would affect. It kind of gives a ghosted area for that. Oh, damn it! That's where that is. Huh. Okay. Oh, maybe I should just build this over here instead. Where's the power in this room? Also, how much power is in there? Really not that much power being used, honestly. Actually, I want to make sure I make this out of steel so that it can survive the heat in this room for longer. Cancel that build. Make sure I'm making a steel one. Oh, I am. Good. Oh, does that actually... You know what I've never checked? Does this produce its own heat? No. Oh, thank goodness. For a second there, I was like, wait, my plans! I am actually going to have to have a gas in here after all. But no, we're good. Phew. That was scary. It's Mega Babe. She's gone from suck to blow. I approve of the obscure movie reference. Though I've got a funny feeling that it'll end up being quoted, and then I'm going to get the blame. Right, the only... well, to be honest, I kind of want... allow manual use. Sweep only. And the only thing I really want going through here right now is regolith. I'm going to put this down at... 2? No, actually I'm going to put it at an 8. If it's regolith, if I'm only setting it up for regolith, then this is fine. We can absolutely do this. But if any of the other items I bring in here, that would cause me an issue. Can you... I would really... Can I get to the loader? There we go. Yeah, I think I'll leave it on regolith for now, just as the only thing to be moved around in there. Oh no, can I not reach that? That's vexing. Deconstruct this then, please. Now this place is actually temperature controlled because I'm just pushing a little bit of carbon dioxide in there. Just enough to absorb some of the heat and carry it out before anything in here reaches its maximum temperature. There we go. And that is a bunch of quite hot regolith. 7.9 tons of it, in fact. Like that, and that. And then that. Okay, now that we've got that done, we can go ahead and climb up to reach the plug, get that built, and then put the grooming station back here. Oh. Now, how hot do we want this room before it turns on? I'm going to say 150, and as a result, if this is below 150, it should get rid of it. I mean... that should be 130. Stop trying to produce power if it reaches 130. Okay, let's get rid of that then. But now, with that done, I can go ahead and tell them to sweep all of this, and we may actually have something that works. We will see. Everything that they can't store, they should just bring over there. So regolith will go in there, but everything else will get just dumped over here. It's an awful lot of regolith I've just asked them to move. There we go. Quite warm regolith on the way. Oh, we're reaching... we've run low on power. Yeah. While before that kicks in again. And the power is gone. Wah, 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 wah. However, I am going to drop this down because I would like this power to kick in. Let's get that going. It'll add a little bit of juice to the system. Enough to keep this moving at least. There we go. Now, right now, there's no steam in here to take this energy out, but that's about to change, and whomp. This water should be rising in temperature reasonably quickly. There we go. Yeah, considering there's almost 300 kilos of water there, the fact that the temperature is rising at all is pretty impressive. But now, new regolith isn't allowed in. Unfortunately, this regolith is now equalized in temperature, but it will be getting dumped out at this point as it gets around. So we'll be shedding the really cold regolith before it gets back to the water. There we go. That regolith is entering it in and is dropping its temperature reasonably well. And new regolith is being added into the system. Working as intended? No. Bingo. Okay, so problem discovered, and I'm actually kind of really amazingly happy that we managed to detect that before this started to produce steam. Thank goodness for the amount of water we put into the system. Woof. Woof. Okay, so we have a flow control problem. This regolith over here needs to move in this direction only. This regolith, so that bridge has to exist in this system somewhere to give this a direction of movement. But this regolith should only enter the system when there is nothing already in the system. Because right now it's jammed, but what should be happening is this should be rotating much like this one is. Alright. Thankfully, we managed to prevent the system from activating in time. Oh, that was close. Alright, buildings. Let's get rid of that. We're unfortunately going to have to dig back through here. Ugh. Still. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. That could have been so much worse than it actually was. Oh my goodness. Right, so what we're going to do is we need this bridge to exist down here to give flow control. And then this is just going to come back up here. But this section right here is going to have to be a bridge connecting this one to this one, because a bridge yields to traffic that's already on the route. So this exit point is yielding, which is why this is jammed. This entrance point, like this is where the regolith enters the system, was yielding to regolith that was already in the system, and that's why this part didn't jam. Actually, I was going to come in from the bottom, but I guess I don't really need to. Alright. Let's get that out of there then. Oh, that could have been really quite bad. I'm so glad we managed to get to that. But, I mean, the regolith is basically equalizing to the temperature of the water now. Or rather, it's pulling the temperature of the water down, technically. Because the temperature did manage to start creeping up. Still running. Actually, you know, they are, as it happens, driving the temperature up, which is good. And down here, the temperature is high enough that that's instantly converting it straight back into steam. As long as we keep the smelting operations going, then this will, generally speaking, be fine. Once we're out of that gold. I probably won't worry about running the copper, but should be okay. Slowly coring out more of the world as well. Always good to see. But yeah, that could have been shockingly bad if I hadn't. Well, it was luck. I'm not going to paint it as anything it wasn't. It was pure luck that worked. Don't actually need to go in there, or at least I very much doubt I do. Right, okay, so conveyor rail. Deconstruct you. Deconstruct this. I've had... Oh, am I... Oh, yeah, I've set that up to deconstruct as well. No. I just want the conveyor rail here to be deconstructed. There we go. Thank you for catching that. That was a mistake on my part. Is the cycle fixed at 1117? No. Clock's moving.